Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. There's really no delay in it now. We're coming to Ishgard. Assuming they let us in, of course. But it's very much looking to be that way. Time for action has come. Nefino knows what he must do. Let us do. Okay. Once the cutscene loads.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Sounds good.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
Appreciate it.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here!
Easy as that. Fantastic. Ashma? I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. Okay. Speak with the Temple Knight, Gate Guard, at the Gates of Judgment. That'll work. Karthus, Central Highlands. Okay. Whole new place. Been a while since we've been to a whole new place. It's been a lot of doing stuff in the previous locations. But it is like a whole new expansion and all that, so makes sense. Also narratively, of course. We fly to Ishgard. We fly to the gates, and we get escorted into Ishgard We have to actually cross the bridge or just teleport us to the other side. It's a very large bridge. We fought a dragon there. It was the whole thing. Anyways. Gates of Judgment. Double Knight Gate Guard. Ward of House Fontaine. Oh yes, you may pass. Proceed to Ishgard? Yep. Let's do it. Let's see what they've got over here. Besides dragon attacks. They've also got dragon attacks. Picked a lovely day for it.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Title drop. Always a good time. Here we are. Everybody just kind of left us. There they are. What do you think? I'm gonna... From afar, the spires did not seem so tall. Yeah, it's quite the place. Quite the place. Cause I feel like a child in a giant's castle. Again, it's a very large place. House Fontaine Manservant. Greetings, Master Sin. On behalf of House Fontaine, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you all would come with me. We'll just go there first. We will look around everywhere. Actually, ready. Of course, it's on the other side of things. Oh, we're going to absolutely attune to this here first. Okay. Aetherite. Love it. We could set this as one of our favorite ones. We only have 3 spots for that. So we're probably gonna get a lot of use out of it, but yeah. What do we got over here? So we want to be a machinist, level 50 requirement. That's pretty much it. The pillars are all just in this direction. Yeah, we'll look at everything once we're actually finished with this quest or something. Ark of the Humble, St. Anne's Forum, up to the Pillars. Once again, capital city place split in half. That's alright. Should see if there's any of the small Ethernet connections. Ethernet? Whatever. Where precisely? What else we got here? A dark spectacle. What's your sign? Come to Ishgard. We are underneath here. Oh, there are some little ones. Okay. Should grab those. If possible. Can we go over to there from here? Work in progress. I'm going the wrong way. Ethernet shine. Ethernet shine. Very helpful. Very good. Not sure if we're too high up, not high up enough. It's definitely a whole place. Around here. I think we're on the wrong level or something. Well, we found another spine here. There's a quest. These are all unlocking kind of quests, so those would be good to do. Whatever it is they do. Then access to the tribunal. Okay. Go down here. Just go over this way. There's the airship spot there. Oh, there it is. The Ark of the Venerable. Ethereum Astrologicum. Okay. Airship spot. Good. The Sea of Clouds is that way. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, more places. Okay. Maybe go this way, I'll loop back up to here. I have to figure out getting around here. Okay. This is looking good. Got some statues. Very fancy. Here's the quest location. Grab this first. It's gonna be very helpful. This is Fortois Manor. The last vigil. Alright. The Warrior of Light and his brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. Can I tell you how long I've waited for this day? Allow me to present to you my family home, Fortois Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made. Okay. Good chunk of XP for finishing that, too. Once introductions are made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortomp.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
That would also be helpful. Quest complete. 76,000 XP. Not bad. Okay. Taking in the sights. Let's do that. And here's some things. What we got? I'm level 115. Various helmets. With materia slots. Neat. Or money, which we're not going to take. Another 46,000 XP. I thought it was a mind to learn more about Ishgard. A wise decision. Though our friends in House Fortomp have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home, so we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns, and you know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. Thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then a manservant shall accompany you. You'll be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Their documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Shiny. Those documents identify you as wards of House Fortomp. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain our protection of House Fortomp. But let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Archek, Tataru, the city awaits. Well, let's go. Okay. We already did the tiniest bit of exploring, picking up the other Ethernet shards, but there's still more. Holy City of Ishgard, the pillars. That's the place. Okay. There's also the other 3 high houses and stuff. That's gonna be definitely something. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only me that you see at first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services. We're ascending to Foundation's Ithright Plaza, if there are no questions. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Go in that way. No mounts allowed in Ishgard either. So I'm gonna run past these. This is the Architects. Up here. The Hoplon. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thordan's famed 12 Knights 12? Very good, Master Afno. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thordan the First to put down Nihag and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition. There is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, shall introduce you to Mistress Alessay, our Master of the Markets. It is this way, somewhere. So we get the Jeweled Crozier is down this way. This is a different cathedral here. Do we have this one? Yep. Come. Supposed to get there one way or another. Down this way in general. Here's the market area. Should be over here. Find some more stairs. And there's the shard. Fantastic. Here is more stuff. LA's. Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all wards of House Fontaine. How very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we'll have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. This is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable? Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you as you shall soon see. Very good. The next destination is the XIV Plaza in Foundation, if everyone is ready. Okay. Let's take a more thorough look around. Here. They're just down at the actual thing. Just teleport there. See if there's more small ones down the lower level here. Okay. That's on the map here. There's one over here and two over here. Okay. Look at this. And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it'd be wise to do so now. I did so. Alright, we got some stuff here. 115. Current hat is 120, so that could be better than this. We got our other hats, specifically the range one. Knocked circlet. That's not even it. Other ones with actually ins. The red hat. Manor bandana? No. Oral coif. That is 110 dex and stuff. It's for the bard. We can do better than that, perhaps. Let's see. Other options. We got strength, vitality, direct hit rate, tenacity, strength, vitality, direct hit rate, determination, strength, vitality, critical hit, direct hit rate, dexterity, vitality, skill speed, direct hit rate. So, 27, slightly better, slightly better. It's got one more skill speed, one more direct hit rate. Rainbow Coif of Scouting, high quality, something like that. 2 slots, we can also put even more power in there. Oh, what? What's this for? Let's look at the exact information here. It's only for Rugged and Ripper. We can't even use that for Bard. Lancer, Annual Warrior. It'll be perfect for that. It's got the same stats here as Archer Bard. But it isn't. Okay. What else, Sam? This was in white then. Doesn't matter too much then, does it? That's more of a tanky one, you can see, 137. That's right, Circlet of Striking. Pugilis. Look at the classes here. I mean, we can't even see the advanced classes, so we can't actually see what it's for. Rogue, Ninja. Could be a ninja helmet. Nothing's gonna help for current ones right now, so we're just gonna take that. Quest complete. We're just full up on helmets again. Continues to feel like maybe a good idea to go back and get all the classes to at least 50. Just to not have all these extra pieces of low-level gear in our storage. The better half. Here's more hats. It's eager to continue your tour of Ishgard. Okay. I could continue a tour. Would be helpful. As for our next destination, perhaps we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There are engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The Holy Stables, which are to train for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. Delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You must judge me, sir, for I'm no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hop lawn and gawp at the statues? Ah! Well, if you have a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. If your nursemaid will let you. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunkard lout no mind. No. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Arctic. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostlery. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. Choices. Call at the Forgotten Knight. Let's kind of run around and collect the other insurance here. Skysail Manufactorium. We'll head there in a bit. We'll be able to head there in a bit quicker once we have all the Ethan shards. It's a bit of a mess from the dragons and such. Stuff happening over there. Up this way, looks like. And then back down. Or around. Or something. If you look at the map here, it definitely looks like a lower level part. That should work. Where's it? There it is. Yeah, it's looking a bit of a mess down here. Broom. And there's this room. You have tuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Ishgard. The gates of judgment are now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Nice. We're at the Central Highlands. Yeah, it's slightly higher back up. Okay. It's on like this level. That's an even lower level there. We'll figure it out. Clan hunt board. There's forum. Forgotten Knights. No. Decent place. Giberlant. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master... Giberlant. Just Giberlant'll do. I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I expect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I cannot help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs. We offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather is foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it. While the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind? Which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below. Something sharp in your boot just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to Fontaine Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord, the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This town is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed. Will it be safe here on your own? Oh, please. You know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I have a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Arctic and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. Okay. Back to the manor. It's up here. Which is here. We can actually go to one of the things and actually get to it. Right outside here. Go around talking to everybody. Figuring out what our options are. And less vigil. Yes. The pillars. Okay. Get information about the last places on the tour, but you can always just go there. Oh, come. Master Sin. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yep. Here's people. Up and up. Right around here somewhere. And they're lost. Yeah, here. Tell us then, Master Alphino. Does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. When those steps took me past the scars left by wyverns and foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. Wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There's much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance to you, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I've heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Masterson, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artorial and Emmanuel in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need for our honored guest's assistance. Now be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Masterson the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius von Belzar, and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory, or serve you as an errand boy. I totally will, though. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Masterson, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. Okay. And speak with Oppenheimer. 'Twould seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortin has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. It is an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Indeed. What do we got here? Dexterity, Vitality. This one actually works for bards. We take that. Vitality, Mind. Vitality, Intelligence, 115. So our hat here that we got is 120 though. So that's not as much of an upgrade. It's got the slots though, so it might be. We'll take the one for the bard though, because that actually is better. We need a variety of things, especially if we start working on other things. We can always just go grab random bits. Should be fine. Take the one that we'll be able to make use of. And 46,000 experience. Quest completes. Huh. The next main quest is question mark with Emmanuel over here. And Artorial. But I think we're going to look around in Ishgard here. Maybe start up all the other unlocking quests. Look at all the shops, talk to all the people. See what kind of options are available to us. Next time. Goodbye.